it makes you wonder. You think to yourself, well, how the hell can high cholesterol give you a higher chance of, or higher risk of getting dementia? There's nothing. Cholesterol is like eating fatty cheese and cream products and dairy and all that. It's nothing to do with memory or talking or education or anything like that. However, facts speak for themselves. So we're going to now talk about high levels of cholesterol and how that directly affects your risks of getting dementia. So cholesterol is a fatty substance which is actually in all our cells, or around our cells. It protects our cells, so it's a naturally produced thing, is in our body anyway. It keeps our teeth and muscles and bones and everything fit and healthy, all the cells in it. So the cholesterol sort of keeps everything, is like a wrapping, if you like, plaster, or a protective layer, if you like. So it's carried around our body wherever it needs to by our blood, and it's manufactured by our own body, and it's also found in some foods that we eat. So there's good cholesterol, we need it to sort of be alive, but there's also bad cholesterol, and the bad ones are known as low density lipoproteins, I think. Proteins, LDL, low density lipoproteins. I'll write it on the screen again. So these build up in your blood system in tangles of beta amyloid. So they're like a fatty amyloid thing, which we know is not a good word when associated with Alzheimer's and things like that. And the one I've got, like, amyloids, is not a good thing to have. They also build up the tau proteins and that. So all in all, they're the ones that you get with your food. Some of them, these low density liponoids or something, they're the bad ones that everyone goes around, oh, you've got high cholesterol. That's what they mean. They don't mean the natural stuff that's in our bodies already. They mean all this added shit, this added stuff that we're eating, ingesting into our bodies, which is found in blue cream cheese and all sorts of, well, you know where you find. So the other side effect that these lipoid things give is that they build up the fatty acids inside the blood vessels, so they constrict your blood vessels and that as well, and that one, if you get too much of that could lead you to vascular dementia or strokes, mini strokes, bleeds on the brain and things like that. So cholesterol, the lipid things, LDL ones, not good, don't eat them. My downfall was, I remember years and years ago, being a teenager, I used to eat like a blinking horse, like, you know, and I used to make porridge with double cream instead of milk. So my cholesterol intake when I was younger was like way over the bar what I should have been, like, you know. I like I say, it's all or nothing with me, so I was full excess on those sort of things. Blue cheese I loved, camemberts and bries and all the camperzolas and the blue creamy cheeses. Every single night I'd have like a whole thing of it, like, you know, for years on end, you know. So it's not surprising that I ended up with dementia just by doing that alone, like, you know. Now then, there is a good thing. So if you've got high blood pressure, not high blood pressure, if you've got high cholesterol levels, there is a medication thing called statins, and these have been proved to reduce your lipid cholesterol levels to such an extent rapidly that it actually reduces your risk that you've made bigger. It reduces it back by a good 30%. So this is a big movement. Cholesterol, no cholesterol, high cholesterol, low cholesterol. There's a big risk change, if you like, with this particular one thing, probably bigger than most of the other things as well. So watch your cholesterol if you want to avoid dementia. I didn't, and I got it. I'm not saying that I got dementia because I ate blue cheese when I was 17, but you know, it had an effect on it, a downward effect. So your statins will reduce your risk of getting Alzheimer's disease by 30%, but it would also reduce your risk of getting vascular dementia by about 7%. So even small figures like that is worth going for, you know, and that's your statins. Okay, I think we're about come to the end of it now, so I'll wrap up with one little tiny thing at the end, but that's the end of cholesterol, which is number 14, and I definitely got myself a point for that, for all that naughty blue cheese I ate.